And we are here with Mechi. She recently finished up her time with U of L field hockey. Would you like to go in and just pronounce your official name for us? I know we've said it funky in the past a little bit.
Mercedes Pastor.
And there you have it. It's like I'd definitely butcher it, so we'll stick with Mechi for now. So was field hockey just something growing up you always played, or at what point in your life did you realize you liked playing field hockey and you were good at it?
I started playing when I was 5.
When you're 5, okay,
Yes.
so very early on. Were you very good at the beginning, or did it take some time to really get going?
I don't know if I was good. I just really liked it. I played my first 5 years in grass, and my mom asked me if I wanted to try to go to a club that had an actual turf. And I guess at that point, when I was like 10 years old, I was like, okay, I probably want to do this sport for real.
Was field hockey the only sport you played growing up, or were there any other sports that you played or really enjoyed playing?
In terms of like actual practice, that was the only one. I've always liked playing soccer with my brother and friends, and when you go on summer camp and stuff like that. But I never did any other sports like with coaches.
So at what point in your career did you start considering the fact of going to school to play field hockey and maybe even leaving to come to the United States to play field hockey? Was that early on or late high school years?
No, it was actually a couple months before I came. Actually, I was training for the under-21s for the World Cup in Chile, and I didn't make the team. I was cut off in the last 4. And while I was doing that process, I couldn't really go to college. I took 2 classes in 1 year. And I did know that I wanted to do engineering, and I heard about the possibility to do both at a very high level in the United States. So when I finished the process of the under-21s, that was pretty intense. I decided I was gonna go like more serious into my studies, and that's why I decided to come to the United States.
So what made Louisville stand out over other potential schools for field hockey?
Well, I was looking at 2 things: the highest level I could play, and to me it was pretty evident that was ACC in field hockey. And from the ACC schools, I tried to look into the ones that had industrial engineering. That was the major I wanted to do. And when I started talking to schools, I really liked the coaching staff at Louisville. Justine and Lucas with their international experience, and I just really like the facilities at U of L.
So you also just finished up your undergraduate over at the Speed School of Engineering. Just talk about maybe some of the challenges of trying to be a Division I student athlete, as well as kind of work in one of the most difficult studies there is.
Yeah, I would say it's not as hard as people imagine. I would say, though, it takes a lot of hours of studying, and so maybe you have to sacrifice a little bit of social life time. Not much Netflix at all. But I really enjoy studying my major, so it wasn't that challenging for me. So yeah, I would say time management was a big thing for me to be able to do both.
And I'm sure besides the studying, you had some fun times and enjoyable moments. Are there any really favorite moments from field hockey itself, but also any favorite moments just from your time as a student at Louisville?
I mean, playing in the Final Four definitely was a peak, I'll say, here. I do remember, though, my freshman year I wasn't playing, but when we made it into the final of ACC, I just loved the vibe, loved the team, and I wasn't even playing. I always remember that moment. It was super fun. And yeah, I think that's my favorite moment.
Besides the Final Four, plenty of different awards and honors throughout the years: All-American, Regional Player of the Year, just different ACC awards. So you've definitely got the list of credentials behind you at this point. Does any specific like award or recognition kind of stand out among the rest for you?
Yeah, I always say that if I had to pick one, is when I won the team's player of the year. That your teammates choose. I don't even know who decides who's All-American or Regional Player of the Year. It's much more important for me to be recognized by my teammates. So that's my favorite one.
Well, your time at Louisville as a student athlete, at least, has come to a close. We know you still have some plans to continue your academic studies. So just for those who don't already know, if you just want to talk about the next step in life, what you're doing with your professional career as well as what you're doing with your academic career.
Yeah, so I will be moving to Belgium. I'll be playing for a club that plays in the Honor League, and I will do a master's in traffic and logistics engineering at KU Leuven, which is a school in Belgium.
So it sounds like you're going to be staying busy playing professional field hockey in Belgium while working on your master's degree in engineering. And anything you want to do specific with engineering, or it's a little far down the road to figure out what you want to do?
No, I don't have any specific plans. I just like studying it. I think it's interesting, and I hope one day I will apply it to solve some real life problems, but nothing in mind yet.
Well, for now, we hope to see many, many years at the professional level, but I think everybody that cheers on Louisville field hockey is grateful for the time that we've had cheering you on. And obviously, we'd like to thank you for your time for the interview today. So thank you very much.
Thanks to you.